Daniele Sesta leaving Wonderland for good. Andre Cronje secretly working behind the scenes at Phantom with their new stablecoin. Last but not least, Daniele Sesta reached out to me and never replied ever again. And we'll get into that in just a few. First things first, Sesta, the man, the myth, the legend behind Wonderland exploding at one point, having over $1 billion in the treasury, is finally stepping down as everybody has pretty much turned on him, basically. Now, if you've been here long enough, you already know my opinion that builders build. And listen, I lost a lot with Wonderland as well. However, it doesn't write off the fact that he sort of knew, Sifu and the allegations and everything in the past. Again, I'm not going to get into that all right now. It's a whole different video. I've covered this many different times. However, there's an open letter from Wonderland themselves. Wonderland is under new management, if you will. And there's a entire letter of Sesta pretty much saying, hey, listen, I'm out and I'm just going to be participating as a regular investor like everybody else. So what does this mean exactly? Well, hopefully some more trust gets brought back. However, what I foresee happening is, listen, Wonderland has a really bad name, a really bad reputation. It's like if Enron decided to come back into the world of stocks and get listed again. You really think people are going to go ahead and say, hey, okay, Enron is back. They did really well at one point and then they turned out to be a scam. I'm going to invest into Enron. No, that's not how it works. The name is already tarnished. So in my opinion, it's an uphill battle. What should really happen is close down, investors get their money back, and listen, the people behind it should just start fresh, in my opinion, because it is an uphill battle. It's not going to be easy. And next, what I will say is that Andre Cronje, we all know that he left, and due to all the negative implications with, again, there's many different factors, but working with Sesta and Sesta letting everybody know that him and Andre are going to be partnering up. And again, there's so many different factors as to why Cronje stepped away. And Cronje is pretty much the godfather of DeFi. And as you know, if you've been around for, DeFi summer, when everything was brand new, or excuse me, I should really say everything was new to investors and the way things worked. We had Cronje leading the entire DeFi ecosystem, and he is a revolutionary developer, thinker, etc. And he builds things. And as you can see right over here, from Andre Cronje, there was a call from his particular GitHub, and you can see it's with the FUSD, which FUSD is the Phantom stablecoin. You could see that he issued a pull from the particular GitHub repo. So again, we can tell that Andre is, kind of working in the background here without really coming out and saying, hey, I'm working on stuff. Not only that, but there's a video out there of the Phantom Foundation, the owner of the Phantom Foundation, saying and confirming that yes, Andre is working in the background. So here is the CEO of Phantom Foundation talking about Andre's role inside of Phantom, and this was released 3 weeks ago. So listen up very carefully.
He's still, he's been advising of the foundation over the past few years, and he's going to continue be doing that work, and that nothing has really changed, right? So
essentially, we got confirmation that Andre is still there, still pushing, and this is why I believe that Phantom is still one of the top layer ones that I'm personally still DCAing, dollar cost averaging my way into, because I still believe there's so much happening inside of the Phantom Foundation that we don't see as investors on the outside. However, when the market turns, hopefully sooner rather than later, we're going to see Phantom have one of the biggest swings to the upside. And let's actually take a look at where Phantom is right now. So we are 62 with a market cap of $665 million. Now, here's the thing about this is that if we take a look at, let's just say Solana's still at 11 billion. Heck, let's just take a look at Polygon, 7. So even if it were to hit 7 billion, or heck, even 6 billion at this point, it would still be a 10x. So 6.6 billion would still be a 10x from where we currently are. And if we go year to date, obviously we can tell it's hit these all-time highs of $2, $3 plus. So there's so much leverage that we have here in regards to what we kind of know in the background that's happening, given the fact that we can also see Andre's repo on GitHub and what he's kind of doing in the background, but we don't know. He's not on social, none of that. Last but not least, I've been asking Sesta since the beginning of this year when everything was going on and we were just in a massive bull market and Wonderland was huge, right? So I've been asking him forever and he never replied. And I kept going and going and going. So essentially, he messaged me out of the blue. Again, I probably have like 10 or 15 messages trying to ask him, hey, can we do that interview? Can we do the interview? And nothing. And out of the blue, what are you working on? I haven't tweeted, haven't done anything. I kind of stepped away and just started focusing on myself and whatnot. And I'm like, whoa. So I didn't reply or anything until recently, where I put it in my Discord community. It was pretty much me asking, can we finally have that interview? I'm coming back to YouTube and would love to ask questions and basically help tell and show people that you're trying. Now, again, whether or not he's trying, I guess we'll see. But maybe I should have taken it as a red flag that he promised on Twitter to do this interview and never did it. Maybe that should have been my first red flag on maybe he doesn't hold his word and maybe there's something fishy. I don't know. But again, that has no direct correlation to what transpired. So again, pretty interesting that I reached out for months. I get a random message back and then I ask, hey, can we finally do that interview? And it's radio silence. So again, I don't really know what's happening over there. If we take a look at DeFi Llama, what's happening, I know a lot of you have left the DeFi space. You're kind of just standing on the side. Now we're going to take a look at the chain dominance here, and you can tell, obviously, with the amount of money that left DeFi, we can tell that Ethereum is still like 58, 60% or so. But here's the reason why. You have to understand this. A lot of money left the DeFi the ecosystem because of the fact that the DeFi ecosystem is meant to produce yields, incredible yields for investors, which means more money for them. So when the market goes bear, what happens with all these investors? Well, pretty simple. They withdraw their money from their vaults, from where they're farming, whatever it is. They take their money out and they allocate it to these highly discounted altcoins, or heck, even Ethereum or Bitcoin. They allocate their capital and then wait until the next bull, they sell. You're going to notice a direct correlation with the bull run and more people or more investors putting hundreds of millions and even billions of dollars back into the DeFi ecosystem. And this is normal. This is, think about it logically, right? You're sitting on the sidelines while your money is working automatically by itself while everybody else is buying the tops. You're getting all these yields, and then the market just absolutely plummets, right? So the market plummets, and you as an investor, you're like, great, I've just made X amount of money just from leaving it there. Now I can take that money out and buy back at massive, massive discounts. Why wouldn't you, right? That's just the smart thing to do. So capital allocation is definitely something that I've also have been focusing on a lot on our side of the company. So there's so many things that we're doing, but we're not heavily investing necessarily into highly speculative alts. Speculative is subjective in our case because some will say Phantom is pretty volatile and nobody knows what's going to happen, which is true. However, what we're doing a lot of is actually acquiring a lot of different assets. So meaning what we're doing is we're looking at like NFT calendar websites, we're brokering deals to acquire them, because what we're doing here right now is in the ecosystem, I do believe that we're going to have another tick to the upside hopefully soon, like I said. But right now, our capital is going to be best allocated in individuals and other companies that are distressed. So if you go and take a look at like NFT launch calendars or different newsletters or a bunch of things out there that are assets, what we're doing is we're trying to broker deals to acquire them, because we can produce revenue in crypto from these assets. And while they're distressed, we're able to go ahead and, well, kind of capitalize on that and buy low, because when the market swings back to the upside, we'll have these assets, yet we'll still have the revenue that's being produced and we're getting paid in crypto that we can allocate that revenue back into investments. So that's one of the strategies that we've been implementing kind of in the background that we've been doing for the last few months. And there's a lot of stuff happening. So I'm sorry for just being away. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, but I'm not going to get into it because, again, this channel is more so focused on the DeFi aspect and everything that we're doing. However, in the upcoming weeks, I will reveal one of the cool things that we've been working on, and hopefully you guys are here for the ride. So Gem Hunters, we are back, and I'm going to try to keep going with these daily uploads. Thank you so much for everybody who's still here. I love you all. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all healthy. Hope your families are healthy, and I just can't wait to keep cranking out these videos now. So we're back, baby. See you guys.